So this is the exclusive buyer representation agreement. And what you will notice is the consumer relationship guide that we have just gone through really seamlessly integrates into the actual buyer representation agreement. Like, that guide is there to inform you. And then this is about putting everything in writing about the details that are pertinent to you as a buyer, so you understand. So basically, it's going to outline the type of property you're looking for. So we'll put that in here. It's going to say, where are you looking, right? It's maybe specific to you in terms of locations. It may be specific to you in terms of towns or cities. This is going to state when you start, when we end. I typically put in a minimum of 90 days. If there's any kind of uncertainty, then we just put it in longer, because then it's easier and we don't have to redo paperwork. So these are my responsibilities that you can count on. So this is basically how I will facilitate the day-to-day operations of finding a property and representing you. So I look for a property that matches your criteria, keep you informed, tell the seller of the property you're interested in, take reasonable steps to give you information about the property. Of course, like when you find a real estate agent, with our experience in types of homes, locations, it's our job, and that's really where you get to lean in on that experience to vet potential risks, essentially, and then how to get ahead of those before they become a problem or avoid them altogether. Yeah, so take reasonable steps to give you information about properties and transactions, help you prepare an offer, negotiate favorable terms, help you comply with the contract to buy the property, present all offers and counteroffers. And as a buyer, we don't hold money in trust. You will be submitting a deposit, and it's going to be written out to the seller's brokerage. And then, of course, you get a copy of all agreements, always. So your responsibility. So during this agreement, you just have to communicate and cooperate. So that allows me to do my job for you. So many times things change. So you get informed along the process, because that's exactly what it is. It's an informative process that we work back and forth together, right? So based on what you like, what you want, then it's my job to redirect and guide you to help you find that the best way that we can within the market and the budget that you've got. And then that shifts and changes. So as things shift and change with more information, you got to let me know, because then that's going to redirect me for your best interest. So that's what this is your responsibilities. Conflicts of interest I already spoke to in the consumer relationship guide. And this just puts it in writing in terms of what is a conflict of interest, and then what your choices are. So this speaks to transactional facilitation here in 6.3. Now, this again reinforces my fiduciary duty to let you know about all money. So you have to understand how I get paid. So I receive 3.5% on the first $100,000 and 1.5% on the remaining balance. And the good news when you're a buyer, 7.4, you authorize us to ask the seller's brokerage to pay our fees. So in Alberta, the seller pays both sides of the transaction. So they will pay their selling brokerage, and they will also pay the buyer's brokerage, which in this case is me. Personal and confidential information. So this just puts it in writing that I must maintain your confidentiality as long as I'm a practicing real estate agent. And then how we end this agreement. So you purchase a property. Woo! That is the expectation. We and you agree to in writing to an earlier end date. We could do that if my license to trade in real estate is suspended or canceled, if the brokerage goes insolvent, or in receivership, you materially breach this agreement, I materially breach this agreement. Those are all the ways. Of course, we expect to complete a purchase matching your search criteria, and you are a raving fan, and you send all your friends and family to Martens Group Real Estate. So that's it. That's all this is.